Good morning, I'm Jenny and welcome to my channel, Bluebells and Breakthroughs. I'm currently making video diaries of my weight loss journey called The Weight of Change. So I only posted a couple of days ago. This is for people who are either considering to go on Mounjaro or on it, and I'm lucky because so I have friends and that who's on it, so I can ask their opinions on stuff. But so on Saturday, which I'm on Monday at the moment, so 2 days ago when I woke up, I went for, also got a new tattoo, mother and daughter tattoo. I come home and it was like I had my lunch and then I did my jab in my leg, but I've gone from 2.5 to 5 milligrams, and I was alright on Saturday night. Didn't sleep very well, but to be fair, it's been so hot for the UK. It's like been late 20s to nearly 30. She's, you know, it's hot for you. And then I woke up Sunday, I was alright, went and had my shower, did my ice bath, did 10 minutes yoga, come down, had my breakfast, my usual things. And I thought, right, so I'd also planned for that day, for yesterday. Got up and I just had to sit back down. I thought, I feel so tired, like really tired. I don't know whether I'd have felt nauseous as well, but I'd already had I'm following a fly around or something. Yeah. I don't know whether I'd have felt nauseous or not as well, but it was just that I'd had my ginger shot, which usually takes like the nauseousness away, so I usually have that before breakfast and stuff, so it takes it away. A complete waste of one day yesterday where I wanted to do all sorts, and I laid on the sofa because it was too hot to be in bed. Yeah, doing little bits of stuff like putting things in washing, and when it got too bad I'd just go and lie back down again, and slept and slept and slept, and I'm thinking, oh God, I'm not going to sleep tonight. So I went to bed about 10 o'clock last night, near enough slept through last night. Woke up this morning, not groggy, I wouldn't say, you know, I said I had so much sleep, and it's gone. But this is the other side effect that I have, is I don't tend to get constipated. I go the other way. So I might feel constipated for a few hours while I'm eating and stuff throughout the day, and then usually before the day's ended, it's all come back out, which isn't very nice to say, you know, but it's for people, really, for myself to remember this, how it was, and for other people who might be considering to go on it. Now, I don't know, well, I do know that it was worse yesterday because I've gone from 2.5, I was on that for four jabs a month, to 5, so it's near enough doubled your dose. So I'm hoping that won't happen again, and I'm hoping I don't ever have to go up another dose, because I don't want that again. You don't really want to knowingly inject yourself with something that's making you feel so awful. I mean, every time I sat off, my eyes were going funny, and so yeah, I just thought I'd pass it on. It's just a little thing to if you haven't started it yet, or you're in your first month and you're thinking of going up to 5, just consider when you're going to inject yourself. I try to do mine, well, I do mine on a Saturday, because I do work weekends every other weekend, but my double is only once a month, I think, on a Sunday, once every 6 weeks on a Sunday. So I'm not usually going until 4 o'clock, so it gives me time to get over the worst of stuff. At the end of the day, I wasn't losing weight before. I'm losing it very minimally, but I'm losing it. That's the main thing, really. Just hope I can get down quite a bit over this month after that experience yesterday, because I want to get off it as soon as I can, really. I need to lose a couple of stone, but my thinking is, if, well, as I say, I was 15.4, I want to go down to about 12 stone, because I'm a tall lass, I'm 5'8". I'm not small bone, to be fair. Don't want to look too skinny for me. One time I would have said 10 stone, because but as you get older, you seem to realise, well, no, that bit doesn't matter. That I want my fitness, really. I don't want to feel like I'm out scrap heap at this age. We're having too much weight on, and it's impacting on my knees and my hips, and sit down above an hour and my hips hurt, my knees hurt. I must say though, so a few years ago, I found it struggling to walk. Not with being overweight, I wasn't overweight then. I thought, what the blinking heck? I'd had COVID twice and stuff like that, so that does impact. And I went to doctors, sent me to physiotherapy and everything. Anyway, they said, how do you feel like you're walking when you're walking? I said, literally, I feel like I'm walking like that, if you will, like a gorilla, with my knees apart, my arms like that, hanging forward. And they said, well, literally, yeah, but not as exaggerated as that. I've really high in steps. And when your foot is on the ground, you want as much foot on the ground as possible, if you will. So say you put your foot in paint and you put it on the floor. When you take your foot off, you want as much as you can get without being flat-footed. You want as much of a print as possible to make you nice and stable. And it seems to be, if you've got this arch thing, there's not as much touching the floor as there should be. So she literally went to another room, come back with these insoles, stuck some things on the back. So what they do, there's like a little wedge on the back of it, only the tiniest little thing, and then she stuck this like little thing around the back of it and shoved them on. Now she says you have to be persistent and wear them, even though it looks very minute what she's done. When I were in agony, my knees and my hips for a bit, I just kept persisting and persisting, and now just when I'm changing shoes, I have to take them out, put them in other shoes. I wear them all the time, except for when I'm at home in my slippers, what my Crocs. So I don't know whether that's weaken my joints. I also have hypermobility, not bad at all. Both my kids have hypermobility as well. I didn't know that I had that until one of them come home and said, Mum, I've got hypermobility. I'm like, oh, have you? What's that mean? Because I don't know, you don't find things out like that as much, unless you had it severely, I suppose, like you go and somebody diagnose you, wouldn't they? Anyway, so that's just another little ditty. And everybody has little bits of things, and you just adjust yourself, don't you? And that's why I try to do my yoga as well, because it's supposed to help with the hypermobility. It's supposed to like strengthen the muscles and the tendons around your joints and things like that, where they overextend because they're not really as strong as they should be. So the muscle helps compensate, and try not to overextend anything. Yeah. Honestly. So yeah, the things that we go through to lose weight. I know it's a waste of a day yesterday, and you never feel quite right. I've never felt quite right since I've been on the jab. Sometimes you feel like you're spaced out. I also try to eat breakfast and a tea. Sometimes I only manage breakfast and a tea. Your energy isn't the same, so I try to have lots of protein, meats, nuts, whatever you can get really. Corn, that's lots of protein in it. So yeah, the trials of trying to lose weight, I don't know, sometimes. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that to see if you've had a similar experience. Do you have it every time you go up one, every time you have an injection? I know I have to be careful when I've had an injection to how I'm going to feel. But that certainly wiped me out yesterday. I've certainly slept enough anyway. I'm going to go and do some jobs this morning. I love doing jobs in the morning, like I said. And I wish everybody luck on their weight loss journey. And I'll get back online as soon as I've done my next injection next Saturday. Okay, just keeping you updated with like little bits of how I felt, because sometimes you can forget, oh, I actually felt like that, but were it that bad? Yeah, it weren't that bad yesterday, but I slept. Probably I needed to sleep. Right, okay, bye. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, bye bye.